Okay, morning folks. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday the 26th of November. So, we had a nice day yesterday as the wind was a bit more westerly before these fronts are approaching that you can see on the chart here. And actually I'll just dial back slightly and give you an idea of their progress over the last 12 hours. Predicted 12 hours. There we go. It's moving fairly rapidly. Well, this is actually where the jet stream is sat as well. I'll show you that picture in a minute. So they're coming across us. Position at the moment you'll see on the rainfall radar as to exactly where it is, and the bulk of the rain is. But it looks like we'll certainly at least get a flying window out of this this morning. But the issue is going to be the spacing on the isobars has been compacted compared to yesterday, and it's gone more southerly. And I think a wind will pick up as the day goes on as well. So currently that looks like a southerly southwesterly airflow, and the TAFs are suggesting Farnborough 187 knots. Yeah, currently Lasham weather station showing it is southerly, about 8 to 9, gusts 12, 13 knots. So not particularly strong just at the moment. Scattered at 2.5. They got that right. Scattered cumulus yesterday, but it certainly wasn't at 4.5 that was forecast. So yeah, 2.5, and you might see some scattered cumulus or a bit lower. And sometime this afternoon, the wind picking up to 15, gusting 25. I think that will be early afternoon actually, as it starts to pick up. And the timing on the rain, well, it's hard to tell just at the moment. The upper winds, it's not a strong jet stream. I can't see any evidence of it on here just yet, but it is coming in. So flying winds, 180, 30 knots. Yeah, so pretty much dead south and fairly fresh, as it's been for a number of days recently. And just quickly show you the jet stream picture. It's driving these fronts in, and that's just going to come across us tonight as the low pressure tracks across the UK overnight. SatPic just shows a lot of, you can see out the window really, a lot of mid-level cloud just at the moment, and this is the main bulk of the lower cloud and the rain sat over Devon and Cornwall, and that's slowly making its way towards us, but actually looks clearish, just very thin upper cloud over us just at the moment. And you can see that rain marching in this way. We'll keep an eye on that. Quite often with those frontal systems, they sort of come across here and then just fizzle a bit, and you know, we get a day's flying out of it and don't get the bulk of the rain until much later in the day. So we'll see how it goes. But if you look at that as the frontal system, on the start of the front, it's a bit more advanced than it showed on the synoptic chart. Temperature wise, might feel a few degrees warmer than yesterday. It was quite pleasant yesterday. 10, 11 degrees, I think 12, 13, 14 degrees maybe. Today, because the wind's a little bit more southerly, slightly warmer direction. And top meteo, they're showing 9, 10 o'clock, the bulk of the lower cloud and the rain out to the west. And then it's slowly marching east. That's 1 o'clock. And they're predicting a deterioration from sort of 2, 3 o'clock onwards. So by sort of 4 o'clock, it's not flyable. I think that is probably more accurate than the Met Office and their rainfall prediction. As at 10 o'clock, the rain's at Plymouth. Well, it's already there, just, and then it's slowly creeping its way towards us. So the rain they're predicting the rain gets here at about 3, 4 o'clock. I'd say that's probably about right. So certainly a flyable morning and possibly part of the afternoon, with southerly winds increasing during the latter part of the day. So certainly get something out of it. Okay, I'll talk about NOTAMs and airspace, and then airfield operations next. So airspace wise, quite quiet, and I wish they'd just make these hours of operation at Southampton permanent, because a constant big circle here is really irrelevant to us. They are winch launching. They've NOTAM winch launching at Middle Wallop today, so they'll be operational. But as you can see, nothing else really in this area here that I know about. Certainly no jet movements this weekend. Nothing been notified. The next one's on Monday. And operationally, so I looked at the Lasham weather station, and it does rather look like it's just a little bit too southerly for 2-3 operations. It'll possibly be 1-6 on the short. So normally the launch point would be here, and then gliders probably operate on the tarmac, or maybe on the grass. The grass should have dried out a little bit here. It's normally fairly dry in this area here, depending on the wind. And with the southerly, you've got a little bit of right hand correction required on the launch, because you've got the winch down here. You're dropping the cables in quite a tight area down here, so correction will be required today. And landings will be in the area here, the reference point here, and landed here. The ground all around here is reasonably dry. It's still a bit soggy in places down here, and where it is getting quite badly cut up is along here. So I'd ask people not to drive when they're towing out gliders close to the Perry track. It's making a real mess just at the moment. If you are going out this way, go out a bit further, about sort of 20, 30, 40 meters, and you'll be well clear of the area that's getting cut up. Same down here. Okay, so Merv Saunders is running and Sam Cool are running the airfield today. Hopefully you'll get some flying today, and it'll be quite pleasant. So go and enjoy.